We're moving ahead now into how the brain processes experiences. And we'll start off with the lighter side of things. We'll start off with how the brain processes pleasant or at least commonplace experiences. These pleasant or normal experiences are ones that we generally have the emotional capacity to handle, even if it causes us to work up half of a level. When these things occur, when these situations occur, information is sent to areas of the brain associated with forming memories and with feelings. Once it arrives there, it connects to other experiences from our past. Then it's passed on to another area in the brain where it starts to become woven into a story about our experience. We begin writing these stories about our experience early in life. This is how we come to internalize social and family ideals, values, preferences, and opinions. These stories shape how we see our entire world, for better or worse, until we become aware of them. I have a couple of scenarios. As you come to digest and play with each one, you might choose to pause the video in between. You can drop your comments in the chat section or just record them into your journal. Let's get curious. So these scenarios are just the facts, no embellishments. And the game that we're playing is, what stories or beliefs might a childhood version of you create about these? So imagine yourself 5 or 6 years old, or if that's too difficult, think about your average 5 or 6-year-old and imagine how they might think and how they might start to weave together stories about what it's like to live in this world. Let's move on to our scenarios. Scenario 1. An older man lives down the street. Mom always smiles and waves when you pass by him. On Sundays, he lets you pick vegetables from his garden and sends you home with a cookie as a gift for being a good helper. What stories or beliefs would a 6-year-old child start to assume about the world around him or around her as a result of this experience? Scenario 2. You and Grandma pass a couple on the street. They're holding hands and wearing fancy clothes. They're not paying any attention and they nudge Grandma as they pass. She mutters, "That is so typical of rich people." Take a moment to think again about what that young child starts to believe or tell stories about the world as a result of this experience. This is our third and our final scenario. Uncle showed up unexpectedly. He and Mom get in an argument outside that you watch through the kitchen window. Uncle points at you through the glass and shouts something angry at your mom. Uncle leaves and you never see him again. Again, take a moment to imagine the way that a 5 or 6-year-old child would think about this situation, what it means about him or her, what it means about the world.